And she's like, do you want to taste my cake? I was like, Charlie. He's like, yeah, I would like to taste your cake. And she's like, oh, do you like to taste many cakes? I'm like, oh Lord, okay. What is okay?
Some people, they may envy you, follow you on Insta just to pre you. The way they go chat rubbish, the way.
Hey, my beautiful danties, how are you all doing today? As for me, I'm doing fantabulous. Thanks for asking. Today is an African food mukbang, one I've never done on my channel before. This we call it yam porridge. Some people call it yam porridge, some people call it yam pottage. From where in my home they call it yam porridge. In my language it's called asharo. Can you say that? Asharo, or some people say asaro. I don't know. I call it asharo or asaro. Asaro. And of course I have my infamous smoked turkey stew here in the leftover. I have me some spinach from the leftovers, and of course we have some plantain here because plantain is baked. I know you want to see it really close and personal, so let's go, baby. Come closer. This out so we can get this video started, because I got a story for you guys and it's about secrets today. What we're gonna be talking about today is secrets and secrets. Do you guys have secrets? For me, I don't, because I'm really an open book. Psych! We all got secrets. I mean, I can tell you guys, but you know, if I tell you, then you have to say your last prayer. That's it. Goodbye. So, oh, it's really sticky, y'all. It's sticking to the spoon because it's starchy, because I use yam. Don't worry, the cooking portion is coming after this video. And oh, don't worry too, those that don't want to watch me talk while I eat, I'm also going to make an ASMR with this meal for you, because I realized I have two audiences. One that love my story time, and the other that are really mad that I'm talking while eating because they just want to watch me eat and hear the sounds. You guys are weird, but whatever. I will try and satisfy both ends as much as I can. It's impossible to satisfy people, but I will try. Oh, I might have to move this so you guys can see my plate. Oh, let's have some. Some people don't eat it like this, but this is how I like to eat mine. Some of the row here. Spinach is just spinach, y'all. Right there. Oh, some of this baby here. This is my red smoked turkey stew. On the side, a little bit. You don't really have to eat this food with sauce, honestly, but this is just how I love to eat my food, guys. And of course some plantain, cause plantain is baked. Plantain is baked. Plantain is baked. Okay, tell me to shut up now, y'all. This is how my plate is looking like. We got 4 different ingredients here. Oh, my turkey is about to fall off right there. This is looking delicious, y'all. Before we go on, let's pray. Father, in Jesus' name, thank you, Lord, for this food. Those that do not have, provide for them. Those that have, keep providing for them. Let this video bring a smile to people's faces today and always. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. I'm gonna be drinking me some water today, as well as some Gatorade. No, don't worry, this is not the energy drink type. Or is it? I don't know, I don't care. I just want it. Ah, so refreshing. Gatorade, sponsor me, okay? Because Listen, honey. Alright, I'm starving. This is my first meal of the day, and the time now is 9:33 p.m. I'm very proud of myself. Intermittent fasting, baby. So, yeah, so good. Oh. I won't lie, I think I almost put too much salt. But it's not too much that it's spoiling the whole taste. But of course it's spicy. Okay. So, there was a story of there's this guy. Or let me say rather, oh, please ignore my one nail that is gone. Plantain. And the story of this guy who moved to Lagos, Nigeria with his wife. And a baby. You will see the reason why I said a baby rather than their baby. So, they just moved to Lagos. On the day that they moved to Lagos, the night they moved to Lagos, they were having a moment. You know? His wife sat on his leg, and you know, they were having a moment, you know, talking about how they're so excited to have moved to Lagos and bought a house. And they were like popping champagne and sharing a glass of champagne, and they were like, cheers. And then they were about to get into it, you know, the jiggy jiggy, heavy heavy. The wife was like, wait. What if the baby starts to cry? And the husband is like, don't worry about it. At least the baby is not crying now. So, they did it, celebrated the night, and went to bed. Now, so this guy and his wife were enjoying, you know, their new environment. They went shopping one day, and all of a sudden they had a stalker. But obviously they did not know they had a stalker. Did I say that right? Stalker? 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 You know what I mean. So there was this lady that was stalking them everywhere. I see some shrimps. Because I put some shrimps in there. It's like a secret when you have a bite and you don't know there's shrimps in there, or it's like heaven. Anyway. When your food makes you dance, you know it's good. Finger licking good. Anyway, like I said, this woman was stalking them everywhere. So one day, this guy, let's give him a name, Mike. I mean, it seems like a name of the guys in my story, Mike, but whatever. We'll stick to Mike, okay? He's the manager of a company. I'm not sure if it's his company, I'm not sure, but anyway, he's the manager of a company. So one day he was walking along the, what do they call this? Corridor? Hallway. Thank you. Who am I saying thank you to? Okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. Because it seems like somebody just spoke it to me. Anyway, he was walking down the hallway of his work, and then he came across this lady who happened to be the same lady that had been stalking him. But remember, he doesn't know, his family doesn't know. They have a stalker. And she's a very beautiful lady, well dressed and everything. He was like, oh hi, hello, are you one of our clients? And she was like, well, do I look like a client? I know. She was like, you know how ladies do when you like somebody or when you want to flirt. Do I look like a client? And I was like, yeah. She was like, well, I am not a client. I am an intern. Sorry, I'm a new intern. And we were like, oh wow, okay. And when they were talking, our legs went like this. She was wearing heels, right? I said our 2 feet are on the floor like this, and then all of a sudden our feet went like this. And you know when you're wearing heels and you do that, that shit hurts. Like you can actually break your ankle. And then she was holding the folder, and the folder she was holding fell on the floor. You know, they did it like those Onyibo American movies whereby the woman drops the book or the guy bumped into her, except he's not bumping into her this time. They were just standing there, and then she dropped the folder, and then he bends down. They bent down at the same time to pick the folder up. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, are you okay? I'm like, why are you saying you're sorry? It's not your fault. But anyways, he's like, I'm sorry, are you okay? She was like, well, yeah, sorry about that. I think her shoe broke or something. Something weird was going on there. It wasn't clear. But it seemed like she made it sound like as if like the shoe she was wearing wasn't good. We're like, okay, so see you around then? She said, see you around. And then as he turned, she turned the same direction too. And then he looked back, he's like, are you following me? She's like, no, not really. I'm looking for Mr. Okafor or something like that. I'm sure you know him. He's like, yeah, I know him. That's because that's me. She's like, oh, okay. So I want more plantain. Plantain. Tell me all about it. I need red sauce. Anyway, when they got to his office, she looked around and was like, ooh, you have really nice taste. I'm like, honey, listen, there's nothing like you have a nice taste when you have money. She's like, yeah, true, but still, you still have nice taste. I'm like, okay, thank you. And whatever, and then she went by her way. So this guy got home. I think this happens often actually. When he gets home, okay, let me say this. When he got home that night, he and his wife were about to get into it again, you know, the jiggy. And then all of a sudden the baby started crying. And then the wife got so mad. She was like, oh my god, this baby has started again, blah blah blah. You didn't tell me this was gonna come with the hassle of having a baby, blah blah. And the husband was like, come on babes, I know you fantastic mother, I know you take care of a baby, come on, go pick the baby up. She was so mad, she walked away. This woman didn't carry the baby. The husband had to go carry the baby, took care of the baby, and they were dancing for the baby to keep quiet while she went to the mirror to do her face or take her makeup off or whatever. And then she was like laughing at him, and he was like, shut up, I'm trying to put the baby to sleep here. After all you know how to do is paint your face like a masquerade. And she was like, well, listen, I did not sign up for me to be your maid or your nanny. that while you go to work, I will take care of the child or the baby. Not me. So you take care of your child yourself. In the middle of the night, the baby will be crying. The lady will take a pillow and use it to cover her ears. She won't pick the baby up. Again, the husband has to get up to take care of the baby. That's how their life is. I think the baby is about maybe a month or something. I'm not sure how old the baby was. So, anyway, the next day at the office, our new intern lady, aka the stalker, came to his office as usual to drop the file. And they got to talking again. And then he looks at her leg and he's like, ooh, nice shoes. And she's like, oh, I just beat myself on the cheeks. That's why it's not good to talk while you eat. But I gotta tell you guys the story. So, he looks at her face like, he's like, nice shoes. She's like, oh, like I said, she said thank you. And then he's like, they look expensive. And she's like, not really, I'm an intern, like how will I have the money to buy expensive shoes? And he's like, well, your boyfriend might buy it for you. So they're just having those kind of flirtatious conversation, you know. And then after, she's like, do you want to go for lunch later? I'm like, sir, you're playing with fire. Aren't you married? She wasn't saying that. I was saying that in my head. Aren't you married? Stop it now, stop it. Anyway, so like, yeah, sure. And mind you, before this time, before she actually came into the office as an intern, she was talking to her friend. This stalker was talking to a friend, her close friend. And her close friend was like, let it go. Let it go. And she's like, why would I let it go? I'm never gonna let it go. Make sure I revenge, because this is what I'm here for. And he really did terrible things. And her friend was like, well, we humans do horrible things to God as well, but he forgives us and he lets it go. And she's like, well, that's what I'm not God and I'm not Jesus, so I'm not gonna let it go. Anyways, so back to these two newfound friend. So they went to lunch, and then at lunch she took her to a really very nice restaurant. She's like, this is so nice, this is very nice. He was like, yeah, it's so nice, the environment, the customer service, blah blah blah. Anyways, she was like, are you married? I was like, duh, can't you see the thing, the ring on his fingers? He had a ring on his finger. And then he was like, yeah. And she's like, are you happily married? I'm like, girl, if you don't stop. She's like, yeah, why did you ask like that? And she's like, because if you're happily married, I won't have to ask you, because when I asked you, you will have been like, yeah, I am happily married, but you hesitated. And but she was just saying some nonsense. And she was like, well, yeah, I'm happily married. So anyway, they went to lunch. Oh, then during lunch, she told him, she's like, next week is my birthday. And he's like, am I invited? And she's like, of course. And he was like, am I allowed to bring gifts? She's like, yeah, if you don't bring gifts, do not come. Gifts is very, very compulsory. Anyway, they all parted ways. And this was only like the second or third day that she had started working there. And they already started getting close and cozy with each other. So the next day, when she was supposed to come to work. No, sorry, that was the next day. This went on for another 2 days or so. So I think it was on the 5th day or so. This was going really fast. And this guy has grown fond of her, and you know, she had grown fond of him. Like all the time, they're always talking, they're always going to lunch together. So on the 5th day, she didn't show up to work. And then he called. She won't pick up his phone either. So she spoke with her friend on the phone, and she was like, oh, so how is he going with the man? And she's like, listen, I think he's beginning to get fond of me now. He actually been taking me to lunch and stuff like that, and we've been talking on the phone, and I think he likes me. And then she's like, this is the time to take a move. Our friend was like, no, you need to calm down. You're not close enough with him for him to tell you intimate things. Like, you have to make him really like you or even fall in love with you. And then she's like, the only way and the fastest way even, because it seems as if he loves his wife, the fastest way is for you to have sex with him. And she's like, oh hell no, I'm not gonna let this frog to climb me. Our friend was like, well then, sorry, you can't get what you want then, because guys love sex, and the fastest way to get him is sex. So if you want to achieve what you want to achieve, you need to have sex with him, because that way he will even fall in love with you faster or more or something like that. So the next day again, she didn't show up to work, and this guy was going nuts, because I think he had fallen for her. I don't know, but he's so fun with her that whenever she doesn't come to work, he's not himself. So he kept picking up the phone to call the reception. The first time he's like, hi, let's call her Mary. Is Mary at work yet? Oh no, when she comes in, let me know. Don't tell her that I asked for her, but let me know if she gets in. Second time, 10 minutes later, he picked again. Oh, she's not here yet? No? Okay, let me know when she gets here. Within 30 minutes, this guy picked up the phone to call the receptionist 4 times to know to see if the girl came in. So then she didn't come in, and she wasn't picking his call. This guy could take it no more. No, sorry, I had jumped. Oh, I'm on bed. Not yet. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm all over the place. It's hard trying to recall all the memories. I'm a kind of person that I pay attention to details. Sorry. You know, I told you she said her birthday was coming. Yeah, sorry. He went for her birthday the next week or whatever, which was still like within the 5 days that she started working there. So when he got to her house, it ended up being there was nobody there. It was just her. And it's like, oh, where is everybody else? She's like, in case you don't know, I'm a private person. I'm like, okay, so this is kind of like a solo birthday celebration. She's like, yeah. Do you have a problem with that? I'm like, no, I'm just wondering, because the way you said it last week, I thought like it was going to be a huge party. Anyway, he came with gifts, and then they sat down to eat and drink, and she's like, do you want to taste my cake? I was like, Charlie. He's like, yeah, I would like to taste your cake. And she's like, oh, do you like to taste many cakes? I'm like, oh Lord, okay. Well, what is okay? And then he's like, well, no, I only like to taste one cake. I'm a guy of one cake or something like that, because that's how I was brought up. She's like, okay, that's good. I'm like, what is this nonsense about this cake talk? Anyway, so she put the piece of cake in his mouth, and it was like, it tastes good. And then she went for a peck on his lips, and then it was taken back by that. And then it looked like her like, why did you do that? And she was like, because I wanted to. You have a problem with that? Anyway, they had this birthday party, birthday celebration, and they all parted ways. He went home. So it was now on the 5th day that she didn't show up, and then on the 6th day she didn't show up again, and he was going crazy. So after he had called the receptionist for like 6 times in 30 minutes, 5 times 30 minutes, he couldn't take it no more. He got up and went to her house, because now he knows the house because of the birthday celebration, right? And when he got to her house, you can see what this girl was wearing. No, she naked. Was wearing some sex lingerie with some transparent like overall on top of it. Oh, and she's already a beautiful girl. And then when he got there, he's like, why didn't you come to work? She's like, well, because I just needed time to myself. And she's like, what do you mean you need time to yourself? She's like, listen, you don't know me and you don't know what I'm going through, so please don't judge me right now. I'm like, isn't that your boss that you're talking like that? That they're talking to like that? And he was like, okay, I hear you. And then she started showing him pictures of nude women on her walls. And he's like, the guy was like, well, Mike was like, wow, the photographer is really something. And she's like, well, I'm the photographer. And she's like, how do you feel about the pictures? And it was really uncomfortable for him, you can tell. And he's like, well, not my cup of tea, or not my style, or not my type. And she's like, well, people's type changes all the time. And then while he was talking to her, that's when he realized that she was basically half naked. Because when she said, oh, people's type changes, so this is the kind of like a robe, but a sexy robe that she had on. He was playing with it like this, like, also, what if people's tastes do change all the time? And that's when he realized that she was really naked. And then he couldn't take his eyes off her. And before he knew it, he went in for a kiss. And gang, from the dining table, he threw her on the dining table. From the dining table, they went to the room and they did the unthinkable. And on the way home, this guy was smiling. I'm like, chai, there is God, though. Anyway, since that day, he started acting weird at home with his wife. Whenever his wife is talking to him, his mind is gone far away and stuff like that. And she's like, are you? And the wife is always asking, are you okay? Even at night, when they're on the bed, while she's busy reading newspaper, he's busy texting and smiling. Because I think at this time, the relationship between both of them are not that good because of the baby situation. So he'll be smiling at his phone. So he was acting really weird. So the next day, because of this, the wife showed up at his place of work. And he was so shocked when he saw her. He was like, oh, honey, what are you doing here? You didn't tell me you were coming. And so they, excuse you, when do I need a permission for you to come visit you at the office? Oh. And it's like, no, not like that. I was just saying. And that's how they started quarreling. And he's like, please, let's do this at home. Let's not do this here. Blah, blah, blah. And then while they were arguing, the other girl came in and is like, my girl. She didn't see that there was something in the office, but she was coming from the hallway. She was like, my girl. And then that's how the wife turned. I'm like, oh, really? And then he was saying, because the wife was facing the girl, right? And he was behind her. He was like, you know, was giving her signs. And then she turned back and walked away. And he was like, can we finish this at home? And the wife was like, no, we're going to discuss this here. Anyway, they argued and stuff, and that was it. So now to Mary and her friend. Now she was speaking to her friend comes to visit her, and she was talking to her friend that, and her friend was like, so how is it now? She was like, can you imagine, this idiot has totally fallen in love with me. Her friend told her like, didn't I tell you? I told you a way to a man's heart faster is sex. He's like, but now it's time for you to take action. So they were like, okay. So they spoke something into each other's ears about what they were going to do. So the second day, she went to work as usual. Mike took her out for lunch, or sorry, for lunch at work, and things seems normal. The second day to that day again, she didn't come to work. This is like what, like only 7 days, 8 days since she started work. She didn't show up again. So he's thinking maybe she needs time to herself again. When he went to his house after work, because if he doesn't see her, he can't eat, he can't sleep, he can't do nothing. That's how much he is attracted to her. He called her home when he got home, and then she picked up, and it's like, and he already started calling her babe. Like, babe, hi, I didn't say this is at home, but he's to make sure his wife is not in anywhere close. And he's like, babe, what's up? You didn't come to work today? What's happening? And she started crying on the phone. And he's like, wait, what happened? Why are you crying? What happened, baby? And she's like, I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling well. And he's like, have you gone to the hospital? Are you okay? He was so concerned. She's like, no, I don't want to go to the hospital. I'll just stay here. I'll be fine. He's like, no, you have to go to the hospital. I'm coming right now. That's how he quickly rushed. Didn't even tell his wife goodbye. Rushed and went to her place. When he got there, she was laying on the couch crying. And then he's like, what's wrong with you, baby? Are you okay? What's happening? They don't really look sick. She's like, not really that kind of sick. It's like emotionally sick. He's like, oh, what should I do to make you feel better? Do you want a house? Do you want me to buy you a car? Do you want a new car? Do you need more money? We're like, what's up? And he's like, no. Like, nothing that you're gonna do right now is gonna make me feel better. So like, why did you say that? She's like, because she said, because I've done really terrible things in my life, and they always come back to haunt me. And like, what have you done? And she's like, when she was a few years ago, that she was really desperate to make money, so she slept with this other guy in the hotel. Then because she stole one of his wristwatch or something, or stole his money and his wristwatch or something, the guy promised to expose her. As he was about to scream or to call for help, she stabbed him to death. And then she started crying. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, but well, he was shocked, of course, but then he was like, well, I know it's your past now, so you should try to like move forward with your life and forgive yourself and blah blah blah. And she was like, in order to make her feel better, he was like, you know, you're not the only one that has secrets. I also have secrets too. And she was like, girl, and she was like, boy, please, like, your secrets can be as terrible as mine, you know. And she was crying even more, and she's like, no, let me tell you. See, my wife and I had done terrible things. One time we used to have a housemate. A house help, a maid, the guy said. So during this time, my wife was emotionally unavailable, emotionally and physically unavailable. She hated sex. She wouldn't make love to me. She was not present at all. She was not available emotionally at all. So I started raping the house help. So apparently, because of this, he started raping the house help. And then one day that he raped the house help, apparently the wife saw him But she didn't say anything. She didn't interrupt them. She didn't scream. She didn't say yeah, or anything. No. She went back to the room. So when he was done, he went back to the room, and I immediately entered into the room. She was like, "You idiot! Why would you do that to me?" She started screaming at him, and she was like, "What are you talking about? Like, boy, don't play games with me. I see what you did. Like, how will you do that to us? Like, if this should get out, the whole world, like, your name is the whole world's gonna know, and your name will be tarnished for life." And it was like, "I'm so sorry, baby. I don't know what got over me. I don't know what got over me. You stabbed me. You stabbed me. That's why I did it." Then it was like, okay, it wasn't your fault. Hot mess. So then after that, the housemaid got pregnant. And then one day, because the housemate was cleaning the room one day, and then all of a sudden she started throwing up. And then the wife came, and you're like, "Are you gonna tell me about that thing in your stomach?" So the housemate was the housemaid, or the maid, or house help, they usually call it back home, was so shocked. She's like, "Don't be shocked. I already know. I know everything going on in this house. So it's okay." Anyway, so as the pregnancy was growing, the woman told Mike, her husband, she's like, "Listen, you know, I didn't force about you raping or sleeping with the house help. That is because I have a plan. And this is going to be my reward for you playing me and for you doing that nonsense. I want the housemaid's, the house help's baby. Because it seems as if she can't have a baby of her own because her womb was perforated or something. Something's wrong with her womb. This woman had a lot going on with her. So she said, "I want the maid's baby, so that's going to be my compensation for this nonsense that you started." And then he's like, "Please, honey, please, let's not do that." She's like, "Listen, don't even bother please honeying me, because I have made up my mind and this is what is going to happen." So the husband had to talk to the house help. Well, it was kind of like a family meeting, and she was there too. So they told her about what the plan is. That, "Listen, you've been sleeping with my husband, so for me not to kill you right now, or for me not to expose you, we want your child, and we're gonna give you 4 million naira to give me to give me the baby." So anyway, she's like, "Well, it's not like you have a choice right now, because you have to do it, because you've been sleeping with my husband." She didn't even acknowledge the fact that the husband was the one that was raping the house help. Anyway, the house help agreed to do that. So after that, the wife started taking care of the house and maid, you know, because of the pregnancy, because she wants the baby, you know. So she was taking care of her, you know, feeding her and stuff like that. And then the housemaid gave birth to the baby. But just as it usually happens, like, she made a connection with the baby, and she decided not to give her baby away anymore. So, because whenever the wife comes into the room to take care of the baby, the house help will look like she will be so sad, like, "That's my baby, that's her baby," you know. Either it was for my husband, her madam's husband, or not. That's her baby. So after all this, she's like, "I do not want to give this baby out again." So she one day spoke with, I think, her sister on the phone, and they had a conversation. She's like, "I really don't want to give the baby away anymore. Like, this madam, this witch that apparently knew that her husband was raping her, and she did nothing about it, and now she wants her baby. Like, she wants to get out of here. She hates this place." So, well, her sister was like, "Well, you decide whatever makes you happy. So you want the money or you want the baby?" She was like, "Well, I want the baby." So one day she decided to sneak out and run away with the baby. So as she was about to step to the door, that's how the madam, Mike's wife, saw her. She was like, "Come here. Where you think you're going? Where are you going with the baby?" She's like, "Well, I don't want to give you the baby no more. I'm leaving. I'm leaving." The wife was like, "Give me that baby. We already made an agreement. You can go nowhere. We gave you the money. I don't even care if you want the money or not." She's like, "Well, if it's because of the money, I'll pay you guys. Sorry. It's because of the money, I'll pay you guys back the money. Please, let me take my baby. I want my baby." So as they were beginning to argue, the Mike's wife came downstairs because she was standing on the stairs while she was talking to her first, and snatched the baby from her and pushed her. So while she pushed her, she hit her head on I think it was a fireplace floor, and that's how she died. So while this happened, as she was panicking and she was calling her name, that's how her husband walked in. And he was like, Mike, it was a mistake. It was a mistake. I did not know it was a mistake. And she was like, what have you done now? So, Mike said, we need to turn ourselves in. And his wife was like, are you crazy? We ain't turning ourselves in. When we turn ourselves in, either this was a mistake or not, we are going to suffer in prison. So, we're not going to turn ourselves in. What you're going to do, wrap her body up and throw it away. Which is exactly what they did. They wrapped her body up and threw it in a canal or something. I don't know where they threw it at. And they started taking care of the baby. So, he told her all of this. That, remember, he was telling a story to the stalker. She said, call her Mary? Yeah. And she was like, what? You did that? She's like, yeah. She's like, so you see, you're not the only one that has secrets. I have secrets too. So hopefully this will make you feel better. What you just have to do is, you know, forgive yourself and move on with it. I mean, it's a terrible thing and it haunts me sometimes, but I mean, it happened and it's in the past. So they had the moment, and then he went home after that. And then the next day, I think it was a weekend, he came to visit, that is Mike, because it seems as if he's always with her now, because he's obsessed with her now. So he came to her house, he came to Mary's house to visit her. So when he got in the house, apparently the door was open for whatever reason, and Mary wasn't in the house. But guess what Mike saw on the side table in the living room? You guessed it, or maybe not. It was the house help's picture. House help picture, the house help that they killed, that he and his wife killed, her picture was on the side table in the living room. Sorry, not in the living room, in the room, sorry. Side table, lamp, nightstand. Yeah, nightstand. The picture was on the nightstand in the room, because obviously we're looking for Mary, like, Mary, where are you? Because she was nowhere to be found. When he saw that picture, he was shocked to the bones. He started panicking. He's like, what is happening here? It was gonna run out the door, and then he turned back to go pick the picture up, and then he ran out. And he quickly ran home to his wife. And the wife was already mad, because they were not doing good at all because of the situations. Oh, before then, sorry, Mike's wife told him, because they were having fights, constant fights about who should take care of the baby or not. So she was like, I think this is the time that we need a housemaid. And then Mike was like, a housemaid? She was like, yeah. Or are you scared that the same that history will repeat itself? When I heard that, I was like, oh, so something must have happened before. I think he must have done something terrible to the housemaid before, which is exactly what happened. Anyway, fast forward to him running home to his wife after he saw the picture. He was like, I messed up, babes. Everything is out in the open. She's like, what is out in the open? She's like, oh, I told her about it. And then she gave him a freaking dirty slap, because she showed her the picture. She's like, how dare you do that? And he was so mad when she gave him that dirty slap. She's like, his voice basically changed. He changed from a man, a very handsome man, to a freaking monster. That's how his face and his voice changed. Like, if you slap me again, I will take my chances in court, because I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, oop, I guess everybody's got monster in them when the situation arises. I hope none of our monsters come out. Anyways, So when they were busy arguing, they heard a knock on the door, which happened to be Mary and the Popo. Yeah, she brought the Popo. And they were holding the baby at this time too. And he was like, what are you doing in my house, Mary? And of course, when he saw the police, he knew it was because of what he said. But he was like, well, you said all of this about me, but you have no proof. Because if you're only going by what I told her, or what she told you, he was talking to the Popo now. If you're only going by what she told you about me, I don't think that's right, because that's not proof. And she was like, oh, you dumb. And the day you came to my house, that you told me the story about your story about killing the housemaid, I recorded everything. And all of this had been a setup. I am actually your house help sister. I came to revenge the death of my sister. Or for you to confess or something like that. So she took the baby from both of them. And then that's how they arrested both. And like, anyway, they arrested both of them. And then she took the baby. She's like, I will take care of you. She was talking to the baby, I'll take care of you, and I'll be your new mother. And that is how their secret got exposed. And Mary avenged the death of her sister. And that's how all the secrets were out. Even the secret about the story about she saying she killed somebody, I don't think it was true, but I think it was all part of the plan. So apparently she and her friend, that's all they've been talking about you know, that's what they were talking about, you know, planning against this man. What I just said made no sense, but I hope you understand what I meant. So it was all planned. No wonder she was talking to them from the beginning. And I think this was after a month that the house help died that she came to avenge the death of her sister. But what I don't understand is, how is it that the house help has a really good looking, seems to be educated, and seems to be Tush sister, and then she decides, like, I don't see how that, like, is it possible to have a really Tush sister while the other one is a house help? I mean, the other one that's a house help, she seems educated too, but she wasn't as Tush. That place wasn't clear, but whatever. So yeah, that is the story about how the secret was all out. So now that we're talking about secret, let me tell you one of my secrets. Well, it's not technically a secret, because when it happened, there were people there. I almost beat up a customer when I was working at Burger King. I was a shift coordinator there, and the customer was going to jump out from the window to come beat me, and I pulled one of the rod that was on the display and was going to whoop this customer with the rod. Yeah, it was that bad, because it was really rude and was coming into my territory. And I told him, if he jumps through the drive-thru window, I'll beat his ass. So what is one of the things that you've done that nobody knows? It doesn't have to be deep secrets, but something silly, or you know, that you have done that a lot of people don't know about. I'm so full, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am done. I didn't even eat my spinach, but I am full. Cooking video is coming after this, and don't worry, those that just wanted to watch me eat without talking, I'll do an ASMR for you, okay? Until next time, until I see you, remember, life is what you make it. Hashtag positive vibes only. Until next time, until I see you, we'll double.